only the Mancers could have seen the kid playing around with her favorite toy.
Thank you for joining me, fellow Guardians. This is Sam from Multiverse Mission Control, and today's quest is Bastion. So I blitzed through the Mancer Observatory with the homing rockets, and it's been fun, but I kinda want my mortar back. I mean, I'm all for making explosions, and there's always some cleanup in explosions, but usually it's just like debris. I don't want to clean up radiation as well, Speaking of, let's give this bad boy a final upgrade. I used 2 different pronouns there, I don't care.
Get your fairy dust, and it's all set.
So I get immunity to my own bombs, so I can point blank with them. That is some fancy stuff. Okay, so we're in the end game here. And I think I've got everything that's worthwhile to get. Yeah, I don't intend to use those until later. Might as well just save up the shards so I can splurge. Anyway, so we've heard the kid's story, and we've heard Zia's story. Well, I mean, we still need to hear Rox's story, but there's another character who we need to know the context for.
It's hard to sleep easy these days.
Yeah.
With everything that's happened.
Yeah. Then again, I've been working hard, so conk.
Zulf, very soon the kid's gonna have to face that man again. For the last time.
When I first found him, he was gazing up into the sky. Forlorn. Confused. In shock. Now he's made it an enemy of us. But why? Let's clear out the debris here. Hello! Really thought I could nail that cannon. Oh well. I love cheaping him out.
The worst day of Zulf's life. There in the Hanging Gardens, he aimed to throw it all away.
No! Don't do it! I thought I could damage enemies by rolling into him. Yeah, I just point blanked him. I love that ability. Bob and Weave.
It wasn't the first time Zulf had nothing to lose. He was born to a simple Ura couple who didn't last long before plague took him.
No. War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. And of course I get to take some cover while I shoot. That's also pretty paramount, especially in the
He grew up hungry in the tunnels of the Tazal Terminals. So we took to stealing from a Ceylandian missionary living there. He once got sloppy with his thieving hands. The missionary caught him, but didn't rat him out. Instead, he offered to take him in.
A familiar story.
That missionary raised Zulf like a gentleman, like he was his own son.
Aww.
Taught him theology, history, and mercy.
Mercy. So important. But why don't you practice it now, Bubba? What caused your heart to turn so cold?
When the missionary passed away, Zulf promised to continue his work to bring about a lasting peace between the Ura and Ceylandia.
Again, though, why?
Zulf started teaching the missionaries wisdom to any Ura who would listen, and listen they did. However, Zulf felt he could only do so much in the Tazal Terminals. He needed Ceylandia to know the Ura had changed. He decided to do what the missionary did many years before. He left the city of his youth to brave a savage land. The journey was hard, but he knew how to fend for himself. And then at last, Zulf saw the rippling walls on the horizon. He endeared himself to city folk straight away, and in turn he fell in love with the city and its people. One in particular. This young lady was fascinated by the Ura, but she never met anyone like Zulf. She told him she knew all the city's best kept secrets.
Poison durable. Melee fist. There we go.
The Hanging Gardens was their favorite spot. It was there that Zulf clasped her hands and proposed in proper Ceylandian style.
Oh, she's dead.
He celebrated with his friends long into the night. Joy and revelry like he'd never seen. Too bad he couldn't remember it all.
Is that because he's drunk or because he's currently in a bad place right now?
He woke up alone underground inside the Ura Ceylandian War Memorial, built like an Ura den. But something was wrong.
No, what? Get out of here! I hate that thing! I already did the thing! Why is it doing that? What'd I miss? There you are. 2 of them. Oh, screw this noise.
He emerged from that hole in the ground into a waking nightmare. Everything that wasn't gone was twisted upside down. Thick with ash. What few faces he saw on the street stared back at him with gray and vacant eyes.
I know the feel.
reached out to her.
She joined with all the ashes in the sky.
So Zulf returned to where he proposed in the Hanging Gardens, and there he stood, as if the gods would answer him.
But they didn't. They never do. Only the kid did. We have to go, please.
The kid's gonna be okay. As for that man, who knows?
God damn it. So Zulf actually believed in America. Solandia. He believed in the potential of the city. And then they blew up the world. And everyone he had come to know and love. God damn. All because of the higher folks' blind hatred for his people. That they just couldn't abandon when the war ended. God damn. I have sad now. Well, whatever the case, gotta get the Bastion back up and running or the world can never recover. Let's finish what we started.
The Tazal Terminals. All that's left of the Earth civilization. And the last stop on his little journey.
Zulf detected. He bides his time within the remains of the Ura's massive underground sprawl. Let's do it. Once you enter this area, there is no turning back. Are you ready? Yep. Let's do it.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be alright.
Straight
He's laughing off the friend to keep him company.
Yeah. That's why I could never ditch the hammer. Too sentimental.
Just needs to get that shard from Zulf and come on home.
I mean, besides, it's not just a weapon, it's also a proper tool, right? Can be used to build, as well as to break.
The calamity hit the Tazal Terminals hardest of all.
And I love the mortar because when you launch a shell, you can hide behind the shield while it lands.
You know why Zulf went back there. The place was his home.
Yeah.
All his old friends and family were there.
Got you outside your aggro range. You're still alive, though. Then again, am I killing them? I might be knocking them out. I'm probably killing them.
Zulf must be there all alone. Just waiting.
How'd you cross the gap like that? Can you teach me? Oh, screw this. Well, that works. I was just clearing the debris.
You know what's funny? All we can do is sit and talk. Well,
I was afraid I was gonna get ganged up on there, but they're just guarding the exits. And forgetting that I have range.
are waiting for a kid.
Yeah. Ura and Ceylondians alike. I'll wait and see what the end result of my journey is. Ah, that's not.
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
We good? Yes, sir.
Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this.
So it was Zia after all. He's been talking to Zia this.
I want you to understand.
He's been talking to Zia this whole time.
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. This disease the Earth planted here will go away.
That's a good thing, right? You're not gonna tell me some horrible choice I have to make, right?
What happens to Zulf no longer matter. Zealandia will be whole again.
What the heck did my... Why do I keep switching targets?
Everything will be back to normal.
Kid, do you want to die? Because that's how you're gonna die. Alright, what are you staring at? Could have hated your comrade there.
Everyone will be alright.
Instead of standing guard like a noob. Right, that's the way to onward. But first... What did I even keep switching targets to? I'm pretty sure I got everything. There's nothing here. That was weird. Oh well.
Problem is, we'll all be gone.
What? What?
But we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
Elaborate, please.
Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion.
What are you saying? We can turn back time?
This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity.
Get out.
The way things were before this story.
Hopscotch. Now I can finally jump for the first time in the whole game. Whee! Whee! You never appreciate what you got until you don't have it. And so many games have jump.
You be your old self again.
Ow!
Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
Whoa. Are those icicles aiming for me? I'm dead. See, that's why I like the stone wall. She closed the gap without me realizing, and then, boom, she's done anyway. Okay, them getting rid of the platforms isn't so big a deal when I can hop, but I still shouldn't push my luck too far. That is such a question, isn't it? If you could do it all again, do it differently. So it sounds like we could stop the calamity, but I'm really expecting a but. Shit.
Follow me.
Thank you.
Mistakes.
Hey there.
Anyone you've ever heard. Everything you've ever done, you can do it over. And wouldn't that be grand?
Sounds like
agree.
Sounds like it, but there's always a catch. Also, you poisoned yourself. Way to go.
Well, I guess there's nothing more to say. Bastion. Marasin. Who am I kidding?
Yeah, I expect there's a bit more that you ain't quite cleared up yet. Getting the XP for New Game Plus.
Look. There's something else.
Yeah, huh?
A confession. I know so much about the Bastion.
Well, you made it, probably. Right? Nope. Not enough weed.
Well, I designed the place. But that's beside the point.
That's beside the point. I think that's pretty much the point.
There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time.
Yeah, here's the
Can't test it.
You can't test it. Yeah, there it is. How would you know if it even worked? How many times have we reset the timeline? Are we in fact caught in an infinite time bubble right now? All because we want to try to change the past.
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again?
Yeah.
After the Bastion does its thing.
Exactly. Also, I love the little ice around the edges of the screen. It's getting real cold.
The answer is...
You can't, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
this mess.
Well, yeah.
It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Because you're old? Or what? Now it's time for 11th hour superpower. Oh wait, Steam Bowl. Well, you know, yeah, 11th hour superpower. The battering ram.
The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
So, click to strike. You can create a little shockwave that damages everyone. But if you want a more precise, focused thing, you right click. Boom! And much more damage on a single target. Screw this gate. It's in my way.
Bastion does have another function. Strictly speaking, if ever the monument blew out, then we couldn't repair it.
And you can still use it. Evacuate.
First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we detonate the cores, and we take off.
You know what? Yeah, Colossal
Away
Smash.
from here.
We detonate the cores and we take off. So yeah, Rain Fiery Apocalypse is the cue. And you can still block like a shield. So, this thing is pretty sweet, but you can see why you only get it at the very end game. It would make it too easy otherwise. I am wishing I could move a bit faster, but it's the price you pay. That's cute.
Heavy, ain't it?
Yeah. So we either turn back time, or we blow up all the cores and evacuate, flying on into this new world, hoping for
That
anything.
would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together. You know, Zulf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
Why can't I block? Why didn't it let me block? Whatever. Hey. Okay. Next.
Zulf and the Ura.
God.
All they want now is to see the Bastion fall.
The kid is such a beast, isn't he? Zulf doesn't see he's got caught up in the same kind of hatred that blew up the world in the first place. But then, are any of us truly so objective when we lose everything we care about?
Zulf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Zealandia.
Final battle, everyone. Coming soon.
He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out.
Yeah. Darn it, not enough range on that. That's the big problem. But, thought you were someone else. Can still counter.
Zulf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he?
There's the shard. And there's the dude who took it. Well, let's do it.
He tried to warn me about his plans. He tried to warn the kid.
You knew this was just you and me anyway. Let's go.
This ain't a personal matter.
Should have shockwaved when I had the chance. I do miss being able to move while blocking. There we go. BRB, gonna grab that health potion, so you don't catch me with my pants down. Is that another black bottle? Awesome. You don't get affected by that when you're in this cinematic mode. Okay.
It ain't a simple matter of pride either.
Oh, now you want to fight. You're a big one too. Well, Struck. Right, gonna get cocky now.
One thing's for sure. The Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zulf all the way home.
Oh. Zulf, you're in trouble, aren't you? Hey, y'all. No. Go away. Go away. Move on. Abandon Zulf's body and press forward with the battering ram. Zulf's situation is hopeless, and a distraction. His plan to avenge the Ura only brought more suffering. All that matters is the safe return of the shard. Take Zulf, abandon the battering ram, and pick up Zulf's body instead. Zulf is badly injured but breathing. It appears his countrymen turned on him as their situation grew desperate. He nearly destroyed the Bastion, and yet he's a victim too, ain't he? You knew it was gonna end this way.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zulf in the other. Ain't much of a fight.
Could have broke this first. Yeah, it wouldn't be much of a fight, but
don't you worry,
we don't need to.
Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
Thank goodness. Some cover.
I set myself.
Gotta take the bus. Oh man. Good thing I have that prompt to tell me when to heal. Will I have enough tonics? Doesn't look good. There's been enough violence, guys. It's time we move on. But whoever gave the order to stop is the true hero here. They saw the gesture. Thank you.
Feel your heart and it's glowing. I'm welcome home. Kid's probably dealt with Zulf by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
I'm sorry for what my country did. I wish we were better.
Hey, kid.
Yeah, it took a lot of gunfire. Might take a bit.
Get up, kid.
Pushing the button. I can't.
Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up.
Don't I know it?
That's more like it.
Whew.
Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished.
Zulf.
Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
That's nice of y'all. So, let's hear both sides of this argument.
Hey, kid.
Restoration. What will it feel like when the Bastion fixes everything?
You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you.
If you could go anywhere, would you go back or somewhere else?
Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore.
He never learned the whole truth, did he?
Zulf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him.
At the end of their careers, the marshals used to return their badges to the city. There you
You
go.
got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it.
Aww. Windbags, the beasts of the wild, the Ura, they fought so hard to stop this moment.
Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
Undoing the mistakes of the past. Clean slate. It's enviable.
Just go with your gut. You'll do the right thing.
You made it.
Do you think this is going to work? What do you think I should do?
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes.
If you could go anywhere you wanted, where would you go?
If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world.
I do wish we'd gotten to talk a bit more before this point, but I don't know. His own people turned on him when his plan to destroy the Bastion faltered.
Zulf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed.
They were very brave, but there was nothing left for them but their revenge.
When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor.
Aww.
Glad you showed up.
Isn't there some moment in your life you wish you could go back to?
Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
That's right, your life kinda sucked. Sorry.
Ready to get this over with?
Yeah, I'm so glad I took the blows in the end. That's the only way to end up stopping it in the end. Someone's gotta take it. But I mean, it's not like they didn't have their reasons. They were getting hated on forever. I mean, you can't expect anyone to just calmly, passively, like that. No. But at least the bastards who made those decisions are gone now. Well, that's it, folks. There is no way to test this time travel feature. We could just be living the same moments over and over again. Nothing changing. If it works, we can prevent the calamity. If it doesn't, we're in a time loop, a la Blaze Blue. There's no way to know until you throw the switch, and, well, if you know it worked, if you don't even... Your memories get reset if it doesn't, so how would you even know you threw the switch, you know? So the evac really is the only way, because, I mean, you know, you can't erase the past. You can't erase the mistakes of the past. You can only hope to build a future with what you got. So yeah, the evac is totally the right call in this situation, but I'm not done with this series. Because there's a new game plus mode, where you go back to the beginning, you have all your stuff, and then a few new features get added. So I do want to show that off quick. So that actually gives me reason to do restoration once, because that's just funny. Because, yeah, you know, if I'm going to start the game over anyway, it might as well have a canonical story reason for it. But after that, I totally will choose evacuation. I definitely wouldn't choose restoration at all if this were real life, trust me. The risks are no. Too scary. Too scary to think about. Being stuck like that for eternity in a time loop and not even realizing it? No, sir. But I remember, like, in the Siege of the Bastion, I let 2 of my pets die, Baby Squid and Baby Pecker, so I risked getting stuck in an infinite time loop, not to stop the calamity, but to save my pets. And then I did the next time around. Okay. But, you know, each ending is pretty interesting to view in their own right, so I just feel I should do both. Starting with the one that makes sense. Yep. Initiate the Bastion's restoration protocol. Caution, this process will restore to a previous world state and is irreversible. Use only as directed. Initiate the Bastion's evacuation protocol. Caution, this process will cause irreparable damage to the core receptacles, disabling the restoration protocol. I'll get to you. If I don't trap myself in infinite time. Oh well. Flip.
It's finished. Now, sit tight. It'll be over soon. No matter what happens next, you're done good. I suppose all that's left is to try and remember this moment. The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time before any of this. Might be able to forget everything you've done and each other. Though after all we've been through, I find that hard to believe. So long, kid. Maybe I'll see it in the next one.
Bye, Rex.
Ceylondia, we're coming home.
I set myself fly, the wind will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, climb to make it wait for me.
I didn't want to talk through the song. But, yeah. So, final assessment of the game. It is so damn pretty. It is so aesthetically pleasing. The straight challenge isn't much, but you can always amp that up with the shrines and the idol. And, there is an achievement which involves having all the idols activated while you brave who knows where. And that's where the game's difficulty really comes to light. That's when you get to see all the depths and stuff. It's like the entire campaign up to that point was just training. Now, I'm probably not gonna do those challenges because I can't imagine it would be very fun to watch me do who knows where over again, even if all the enemies are tougher. So what I'm gonna do for next time is I'm gonna show off the features of New Game Plus, or at least the ones that I remember. And then there's one more Who Knows Where challenge, which features Rux. Although, sadly, we don't actually get his story. And it's like, oh god, the one character I want to know more about. Oh well. But it's still interesting, nevertheless. Then after that, I'm gonna finish off the series by doing the evacuation protocol, because goddamn, that's what I should have been doing. Oh well. Yeah. But it's also like, if you did pick Restoration, like, a lot of the lines throughout the game make a lot more sense. Like at the end of the Kids Who Knows Where, it's like, I'd like to say I'll never forget him for what he's doing, for what he's done. I surely would. Because you're about to reset time and you don't know if you're going to remember or not. Oh dear. And stuff like that, you know? It's one of those real fridge horror moments. Like, it's only... it's scary when you think about it. When you realize everything that affects. How it colors everything with new meaning. It's really great. But you know, no one can turn back the clock. And what we've done in our lives, that's what made us who we are. For all the good and the ill that means. And, you know, none of us really know how everything gets affected. So, it's not like going back would even ensure we'd come up with the perfect solution anyway. Maybe we fuck it up even more. Who knows? Oh well. Yeah, so this is kind of an easy game, but you can amp it up and make it a true terror with all these extra challenges and things, like the idols that you get in New Game Plus, for instance. I just want to end the episode with this thing here. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry. New Game Plus.
I'll see you in the next one.
Did you hear that?
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one.
Ain't so simple with this one.
Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
So restoration didn't work. This is the point it warps you back to. And you heard Rux's last line from the previous timeline. And that's not all.
He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing away. He don't stop to wonder why.
At some point he says, "Wait, haven't I?" Like he barely remembers.
Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls, years of work undone in an instant, in the calamity.
Okay. But yeah. So, woo! We got so hung up on on redeeming ourselves, on trying to make shit like it never happened. That we forgot to actually consider whether or not what we were doing was good for the world. Whoops! Oh well, science. So it's kind of theorized that the kid is kind of working off his subconscious memory here. It's like deja vu for the whole New Game Plus. Okay, so when I start next episode, I think I'm gonna be like, I might have to look up a few things to make sure that I'm getting everything I want to, but I expect that I'm gonna be like at the end game again, like right outside the Tazal Terminals. I'm gonna do the next who knows where, gonna show off all the things. I'm gonna give a few tips on how to do that challenge if you want to go get the game and do it for yourself. And like, it is it's really crazy. Really satisfying when you get it done. And then I'm gonna hit the evacuation protocol, and we're gonna end the game proper. So, next time is the finale, and it's deja vu all over again. So, thank you all for tuning in. Please comment and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out.